I was muted. Hello, hello. こんにちは。こんばんは。No, I can hear myself. ちょっと待って。聞こえてる。あら。Okay. Yes. Hello, hello. こんりつ。こんにちは。Let's see. Numbers. Choco. Hello, hello. Hope you are all doing so. Oh, Sally, hey, hello, hello. I hope you are doing well. Welcome, welcome. I am here to do a lot of work. I am just working because you know what? I'm just like super bad with like, you know, keeping myself what's the word? Keeping myself accountable for a lot of stuff. And so I'm just like yeah, because right now there is nothing more I want other than to play games right now, but in about I have a video that I plan to put out next week, and pretty much I was like, oh, I could play games today, but then who's gonna edit the video, right? I'm just like, oh crap. I looked at my schedule and I'm just like, uh-oh, it's in 4 days, and it's not like I commissioned anyone to edit the video for me, but hey, here we are. I'm just like, uh-oh. Oh no. I don't have a I mean, I hope it makes it in time. Like, it's not even like, yeah, there was a delay on my end for that thing. I handed off a part to someone who is gonna be doing their own cleaning up on the thing I did, but now I'm just, you know, prepping the video to the point where all I need to do is replace what they gave me and just slap it onto, like, you know, to Adobe Premiere and hit render. There's 4 days left and I'm just like, uh-oh. My plan was to do more recording stuff on over the weekend, and I don't have enough time. I can't do anything. I'm just like, you know what? Let's force myself, because if I didn't do this right now, I probably would be playing video games right now. Like, let's be real. I'm most likely gonna be playing video games. Like, I wanted to just like not stream or change the streaming plan to like just, you know, not be me working because you know, I want to do something fun. But no, I can't. Literally the 13th is when I want this done, and yeah, I'm still waiting on one part of it, and if it gets delayed because of that, it's not their fault, it's my fault for taking too long on the part I needed to finish. So the thing now then is like, what can I do? So just in case, instead of waiting for them, because maybe they might give it to me in 2 days, right? So I'll have like 2 days, and then I literally have overnight to just crack down on editing. I'm just like, no, that can't happen. I don't want that to happen. No, please. Oh man, help me, please. I need a manager. I am so bad with like, I'm so bad with just like making my own freaking workload, managing my own workload. I need people to just tell me what to do and when to do it. So all I need to think about is like, oh, I'm doing this now? Okay, cool. And then nothing else. But here we are. Oh, that's not good. Right. Yeah, I'm in the background already. I'm already working on it in the background. Not really gonna show it on maybe depending on how much I get. Depending on how much I get, how far I get, and if I'm confident enough that I'm not gonna show something I shouldn't, then maybe I'll show you in a bit. But for now, you can watch kind of like the what do you call it? The keyboard making stream. You're just about to see a grown man break down and cry because of my poor management skill. Yeah, it's gonna be that. Zatsudan free chat while I am working, and you might hear my my new keyboard clacking away. Let me see if I can get some nice audio on that. Hang on. Yeah, that's the new that's the new keyboard. Sounds so nice. I like it. Yeah, we can just do free chat. I'm literally gonna be figuring this out as I go along anyways. I don't really have a plan, and this is literally just to make it so I am making myself accountable because no one else is gonna do it for me, and getting a manager is expensive. Hell yeah. Send help. Okay, so that's one. Other thing I need to figure out too is like, this is gonna be, I guess, a minute and a half ish. Gonna be about, yeah, it's gonna be about a minute and a half. I don't know. I don't think there's even a point in making it 4K at this point. You know what? It is the first one I'm doing, so let's just make it 1080. We'll do it 1080p. Or maybe 4K. Maybe. I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Let me change my... Oh no, what did I do? There we go. Need my sequence settings. "4K 60 frames." Actually, you know what? Maybe 4K would be nice. Yeah. Oh yeah, let's do that. And from that, how's everyone been? How y'all doing? Y'all doing alright? I honestly thought it was either gonna be like it's gonna be this or Apex, but I already streamed Apex twice in a row, and I don't want to do that again. I wanna pace it. I wanna pace my stuff. Pace my stuff while focusing on what? Focusing on improving my my free talk skills, because I have none. I have zero. The boy don't know how to talk anymore. What is DNXR? Even is that? Is it on the Apex? Yes. I mean, I did kind of decide my my road to 1,000 subs endurance stream will be Apex. So I kind of want to not do that right now, because I just don't want to keep streaming Apex. That's part of the reason why I did, like, I told you guys when I came back from my break, is like I don't want to just be streaming Apex all the time. So here I am. NXHR. What is digital non-linear extensible high resolution? Is a lossy UHD TV post-production codec. Project's gonna be big, isn't it? Damn. How does one upload on YouTube in 4K without telling everything? Yikes, okay. UHD it is. Oh boy, it doesn't even run. Oh man, rendering 4K, nah. I'm gonna slap this on to 1080p. Screw that. DNX 1080p, HDV 1080p. PAL, no, not PAL. 1080i, no. HDV 1080p. Yuki, hello. Long time, not long time. It's been like, yeah, I think I saw you like in my last Apex stream. How have you been? I am just trying to figure out how. I don't want my video previews to be in 4K. How do I? Damn it. Why are you showing me the preview? Oh, that's why. Oh, the Popo's here again. Welcome to the neighborhood, guys. I swear I don't live in a shady neighborhood. No, I definitely don't. Sequence settings. Here we go. This is a big boy. Definitely a big boy project. You can't send me messages on Twitter. Why? Why? What happened? I don't have it off or anything. Which Popo is it this time? This is the that's the Popo to make sure I keep working. The accountability police. They're here to make sure I'm accountable. If my hand stops moving, less talking, more editing. Oh man. Project settings. How did I forget how to do this? I used to be so easy. I can easily flip. I am not dumb, I swear. I just spent I just spent December editing a whole bunch of stuff. Why am I being single brain cell today? There you are. New sequence? Nope. Modify properties. Well, I guess this video is gonna be. Oh, here we go. Properties. Yeah, I guess this video is gonna be 3840 by 2160. Because I can't change it. Why do you refuse? Okay. Alright, I guess I did that. Yay, I did it. Okay. Now we're back in business. I don't even know the first thing about editing music videos, so I guess I'm gonna have to watch examples. See how they do it. I'm pretty sure, yep, desktop audio is not being filtered, so y'all aren't gonna hear. I don't want to break the surprise. I want to keep this a surprise. As far as the only thing I've said so far is it is a cover. So gonna be that. Yeah, Yuki, I took a look at Twitter. It probably won't be a cover in 4K. Like the audio definitely, like there's no point in making a 4K, cover song because the audio will just be the same. So there's no point. I'll figure out how to shrink it down to 1080p, but for now I guess I'm editing it at 4K because the friggin' image is that big. I guess that's good though. Like if the source is 4K and then YouTube just slaps it down to 1080p, then that's not pretty bad. Yeah, exactly. Just shrink it down to 1080p, and then since the source is, I'm downscaling, then the quality is gonna be a lot better. But yeah, for Yuki, I checked my DMs, I don't see anything. So, and my it's not like I have DMs disabled or anything like that. So I don't know what's happening. I didn't get anything. Yeah, I have no idea. If you send me one, I'll try to see if I can find it or figure out what's going on, but I have no idea. This is hard because I'm gonna start singing along whenever I listen to it. I don't want to ruin the surprise. Should I even make it? Try not to say, yeah, try not to sing challenge. I mean, I guess they just... It's a slow... I don't want to give away too much detail, but it's a pretty chill song. So the pictures don't really need to be... The video doesn't need to be too dynamic. Yes, if that makes sense. Figure out which one of these I could use though. Well, you two are going in there. Hey, Minty, hello, hello. So this is bothering me. Where are you? Where are you? Live, there we go. And then now I get to nudge the... Not nudging. The hell? You are not being nudged. Why? How are you doing, Minty? It's been a while. Oh yeah. Are you back now? You back from your trip? Oh, there it is. Now it's moving. There, now it's a little bit more centered. It's kind of small though, but whatever. This is me procrastinating instead of working on Premiere. I'm just fiddling around everywhere else. Ooh, nice. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. How was your trip? How was the holiday trip? Loud. Ooh, let's have a blur. We do some blur up on this thing. Make it all dream-like. Just be like a dream. Make it pulse too. Fast blur in, fast blur out. No. Blur over there. Was good. Nice. Glad to hear. Yeah, right now I'm just doing some editing because I realized I don't have people working for me. I don't have anyone working for me, or my bad planning skills. It was either play games now and suffer this weekend to get it done by Sunday the 13th, or do it now and hopefully not try to suffer on Sunday when I upload it. Oh, we are seeing how that goes. I think for a minute and a half, I don't think it needs to have that much movement to it, actually, now that I think about it. All the faster ones, all the faster versions of the song, they all have all this dynamic movement type thing, but all these cool transitions and stuff like that. But since this is kind of like a slower, chiller song for a minute and a half, I don't want to blast all sorts of images into people's faces. Okay, yeah, this works. That's a no on that one. Okay, yeah, that'll work. I think I'm getting it now. Oh no, I'm singing it now. Uh-oh. Oh no. This is hard. This is hard. I'm gonna add a marker. Oh no, not you. Damn. Oh no. Oh no, Sally, do you know what this is? Don't say anything if you know what it is. If you figured out what it is, no, please. It's supposed to be a surprise. Damn. I failed the try not to sing challenge. We can move that marker a little bit over here. Oh no, this minty note too. You guys all know? Seriously? Did I just really screw myself over with that one? Damn. Oh well. If I got busted, I got busted. It can't be helped. Well, it's in Japanese. All about. Oh wait, I don't know. Okay, cool. Let's keep it that way until the 13th or 14th. And that's not a coincidence. It's gonna be White Day on the 14th. So that's kind of the plan. Where I hope I have it uploaded by then, and then uppity boopity, we have a White Day present. Hope it's not a steaming pile of poop. 'Cause damn. Yeah, なるほど. Yes, White Day. This is the White Day gift. The return gift on White Day. I sacrificed my throat for it. Legit, I was at one point I think I really overdid it. The point I knew I overdid it was when my nose started bleeding. I was trying to record a line and they just started singing, and then and then all of a sudden my nose started bleeding. I'm like, uh-oh, I need to take a break. So literal blood, sweat, and tears came. I think I popped the. Hey Zach, what's up? Welcome. Yeah, nosebleed. Good evening. Thank you for coming. I am editing a video right now. I'm trying, I'm trying to keep myself accountable by editing on stream and not, pretending I'm editing by opening Premiere and then all of a sudden I'm on YouTube watching videos, because that's what I'm trying to avoid. What I want to use too is like the presets. This guy uses pretty good. I mean, this person just has his model just straight up singing and then subtitles, which honestly, smart move, but I already commissioned someone for art, so I'm gonna be using that. Relatable. Yeah, exactly. So I was just telling everyone how my choice after work was to actually just fire up a game and start playing. And I wanted to change the stream to like a gaming stream, but my schedule is like, I plan on uploading this on the 13th or 14th. Then I'm just like, yeah, there's 3 days left. This is a bad idea. I stream playing games. It's such a bad idea. No, thank you. Let's see. You proud of you for keeping yourself accountable. I'm trying. Legit try. This is the only way I can think of to force myself. Yeah, it is too short, but this is the White Day gift, so I kind of don't want to be late on that. Okay, cool. Use that. These are the lyrics. Yeah, and I had everything set up. The only reason why is because like I kind of had a delay on my end. I was hoping to finish the recording last week, but yeah, the nosebleed happened, so I had to push it back the next week because of work and stuff like that. Well, let's just hope it looks good. New. It's not captions. I guess it's color map. Or maybe I should just make it in make the lyrics in Photoshop. It actually might be a better idea. Just make it in Photoshop, so at least I have control on the size. And all I need to do is make it move. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Photoshop. Yeah, it's at the worst timing, but yeah, you know, this is the most that you know, someone with no vocal training or anything like that. Yeah, I have zero vocal training. I've never had any kind of experience with singing or anything like that, and I just went full throttle on it, just straight up boom. And that's probably where the nosebleed came from, is because of bad improper, I guess, let's say improper, and not I wasn't accustomed to it, so my nose just got irritated, which is weird because I'm like, I would imagine my throat to just be all scratched up and me literally coughing up blood, but no, it's my, so I think I probably like put too much pressure in there trying to sing, and then boom. It wasn't too bad. It was really light and quick. It wasn't just, you know, streaming down my face or anything like that. All good. I'm actually gonna put you here. So I have background. Cool. That's one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yeah, let me see what this guy did. Two, 3, 4, okay. Yep. That's pretty standard then, yeah. Okay, we just kind of split it. Hey, oh shoot, that's not it. Oh, that's not it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 different layers. Okay. Sure, let's do that. Since our background is I think I can show at least this if I want to show something. Hope I don't upload the wrong one. Cause that would suck. Please be too big. Yes. Alright. Cool. So this is it for now. There. That's what I have for now. Actually, yo, that's a good frame. That's a good frame. Let me just copy that for this one. Hell yeah. Let's go. Yeah, it's so nice. This was made by Juan. I am gonna I'm gonna link her to her to the stream. Where's her Twitter? He is alright, so that art was made by this person. He's always like really, really, really fun to work with. If you're interested in getting art, get some art done, check her out. Alright, so yes, that was really nice framing on when I showed it. Yeah, that's what it looks like on Premiere now, so hell yeah. Alright, let's let's speed run this. Where's my text? I don't want that. Orange. Enough. Yeah, check her out. She is such a blast to work with. She's so good too. The Christmas art I posted was made by her. I put this as black or white? No, black. The font for this needs to be yes, black. I've had a lot of artwork done by her. So she made that one. She also made Where is that? I don't know where it is. Oh yes. She also made this one. Hit the screen. Boom. She made this. The background came from somewhere else. She didn't make the background. She made this nice Halloween thing. We were having like this costume art thing. Yeah, she made this. Juan made that. And she also made, where is that? Christmas one, if I can find it. There you go. She also made this one. Christmas. And I think she made something else too. I forgot which one, but no, I think it's just the 3. Let me check the DMs. Check it on her DMs and see how many. Yeah, I think it's just been 3. She is really, really, really good. Oh yeah, no, it's been 3. The Roy Mustang one, the Christmas one, and yes. Halloween, Christmas, and this one. So I mean, one of the reasons why I didn't have I was gonna ask her for a New Year one too, but it was so close to the deadline, and I didn't want. After I finished asking her for a Christmas one, I'm just like, hey, can you do a New Year theme one too, please? And I'm just like, nah, I feel too bad. It's awesome, isn't it? So good. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. The problem now is which font says chill? Yeah, exactly. I didn't do anything for Valentine's too, because I was just gonna ask her, and she was like, never mind, I don't want to bother you, it's okay. I'm just gonna wait until White Day to poke you, because you're extremely busy. And I'll pass. And then that's actually where this idea came from. It's like, I want a Valentine's thing. And then I'm like, oh no, she's so busy. I don't wanna bother her. And then she mentioned her March commission is open, so I'm like, sweet, we're doing a White Day thing instead. Let's go. Then that's where we are now. Oh, this one might be good. I don't know. I want something that shows light and kind of warm and warm and fuzzy font. Something like a ballad, Something White Day romantic. I have 2 candidates for that. I lost candidate number 1. I guess I only have 1 candidate then. Where are you? Where did you go? God. Yeah, I guess I only have 1 now. Something really thin and kind of light and airy. very relaxing, chill font. That looks straight up horror movie, so that's not happening. I guess it's you. I choose you. Let's do... Oh, too big. $300. What the fuck? Let's see. Border for this too, right? Maybe not you, actually. Maybe no, too plain. I don't want plain. I ain't no basic boy. Who is not a basic boy? I don't want that. Those are too thick. Those are some thick boy lines. No, thank you. These look intense. Let's try this. And basic boy. Yeah. I ain't no basic boy. Why do I have a box for you? Definitely not outer glow. Is this going to be too big? I think that might be up. They need to fit in a box. But I want all the boxes to be even. Good enough. The opacity for this thing also won't be too much. They're gonna be a little bit more gray. That looks good, I guess. You know what? I don't think there's any harm in showing y'all. No capture. Let me just delete any kind of... Boom. Let me see if I can actually show that. Well, this thing might show up immediately, though. Why are you tiny? Why are you so... Wow, okay, hang on. Nope. Trying to make sure I don't screw myself. Bam. There we go. That looks pretty good, yeah. That looks kind of like what I'm needing. Font, it's pretty thin, it's pretty light, and if you add that with the thing, the video, it should be fine. Yeah, I'll go with that. See, I'm getting work done. I'm not just faking it. I'm just not just pretending I'm working while I'm talking to you guys now. I'm actually working. Be proud of me. Hang on. Boom. And bang. Oh my god. There we go. Normally this thing would be completed with like inside the program itself, right? It's just gonna be the easiest way to do it is to have, you know, just pop in the text into Premiere. Color matte, nope. Transparent, nope. Text, actually maybe let's try it. We shall give it a try. Uh-oh. Pretty goofed up. Get a head to bed soon. Alrighty, thank you so much for hanging out, yo. You mentioned wanting to Apex soon. We shall definitely do that. Just let me know when you're free, and we shall plan it out, and then we shall Apex. We shall get you to we'll get you to gold, or like high gold. It'll be fun. Promise. Good night, good night. Thanks for dropping by. Good night and sweet dreams. We shall see you next time. Actually, yo, you know what? This is much better. I think I'll do it this way. In the thing itself. Like legit in Premiere itself, and not just, you know, make images. Hell yeah, that works. And then I can add, not a stroke, shadow. Opacity, no, we're doing that. Get rid of that spread, huh? Bigger than, okay, yeah, no, shadow is definitely not gonna work. How do I fill the shape with a square? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do it in Premiere. I can't figure out how to put. Because if I put the stroke in there, that's not. It's not gonna work. All right. Photoshop it is. We continue Photoshop. I didn't close that yet. This is gonna be a mess, but you know what? That's fine. It looks real good though. It looks real good as is. I am proud of this. Heck yeah. All right. We do this. Nope, not you. We make this bigger because yeah, we make it longer. Canvas size. That. And we just move it. Like so. Still too small. Here you are. All right. Oh, 3,500. It's perfect. All I need to do is stretch it. We're back. There we go. 3 out of 24. Number 3. Number 4. I really like how my enter key sounds. It sounds so like thunk. Not sure if you can hear that. Yeah, I like that sound. I pressed enter so many times. Oops. Hold up. Oh no, I think I... Oh yeah, I deleted some stuff. I did an oopsies. That's what's called an oopsies. Pressed enter way too many times and deleted a whole bunch of stuff. Nice. Lyrics, where are you? Where did I lose? What? There you go. Okay, cool. Wait, that did not change as much. Number 5. Change it to this. Save view. Number 7 question mark, yes. 7 and then number 8. Oops, number 8. Center, there we go. Okay, you, and then we stretch you. Yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time on, you know, all the fancy moving things, because it is supposed to be a slow kind of ballad feel, and it won't be nice if like there's movement or anything like that. Not too much anyways. Not what I wanted. There we go. These, number 9. Really hope I haven't been singing it too loud. So that. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Once that's been done, like I post that video up and see how well that does, then the plan is I'm gonna be moving on to what do you call it, the push to 1K subs. Right now I'm at where am I, 901 now? Yeah, it's been pretty stagnant because I haven't been doing anything. So let's hope I try. Let's hope I break. Hope I break the 1,000 sub barrier this month. final one. Awesome. That is goals. If I get 1,000 by the end of the month, I am cool. I'm happy. And only thing I need to do then would be to the 4,000 watch hours, and then I can have membership and super chat and all that. I'm gonna be monetized. I'm also gonna be doing a lot more of these working streams. Maybe around the weekdays, like, cause I was gonna do a working stream on Saturday, Sunday-ish, but I'm like, I'm just like, it's the weekend. I don't think people wanna hang out and watch me work. So, like, no, I'm not gonna work on the weekends when everyone is relaxing, because the last thing people need to watch is someone working on their day off. So sometime around the weekend, I'm gonna be doing weekdays. Sorry, weekdays is gonna be me. Depending on how I feel about it too, it's either gonna be working on videos like this, or the occasional casual. I say casual, but really it's ranked Apex and or a collab. Because aside from this video series, I'm also planning on finally making content on Japanese, like teaching Japanese, teaching English, and making videos on that. I already have the kind of the sort of idea that I want to do, and all I really need to do really is just to sit down on the computer and start chunking away at it. Yeah, finally, I'm doing my Sensei is actually doing his job, and finally gonna be teaching. And I think I explained back then when I first started VTubing. I think I explained that. I think I explained exactly why I didn't do that as much back then. Is mainly because I, like I'm an actual teacher as well, right? At least up until the pandemic started. I would do teaching stuff, and then I'd go home and think about making teaching stuff again for YouTube and things like that. So I got no break. I have no separation. Like, I made 1 or 2 videos, and then that's about it, because I'm just like, what am I doing? Why am I working twice? Like, why am I working? It's almost like I'm teaching, like, I don't know. It's just, I didn't get a break. Pretty much. Like, I didn't get a, the mental switch turn off. Teacher mode is done kind of thing back then. So I'm just like, nah, screw that. Like an actual, like actual videos of teaching. But like, I don't mind going into like live streams or anything like that, and then just, teaching people kind of thing, on the fly kind of thing. Like, I spent my evenings working to plan into a class for classroom related stuff, and then whatever time I would spend on, like, content creation and things like that would also be spent on making teaching videos, planning out stuff for that, finding resources and things like that. So it's more of the same as the job I was already doing, and I'm just like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't know about hardworking. There's a reason why I don't chase after my students for, you know, procrastinating or on homework and doing things up until the last minute and things like that, because I know for a fact that I too am like that. And yeah, boy, I'm no hypocrite. I don't want to tell my students, make sure you do your homework on time, give yourself enough time to do this, this, and this, don't leave it until the last minute, things like that, because I know in my heart that I do that. The lesson I'm teaching them literally was done last minute and no one knew. Oh, I don't know about hardworking. Aside from like all the administrative stuff, sure, I those are last minute stuff, but like put me in front of the classroom, yes, it'll be like the last minute administrative the, you know, the marking, the lesson planning and things like that, those will be done last minute. Put me in front of the classroom and like I'm good at improvising and teaching things on the fly, which is why I really like, exactly, it wouldn't work, no one will listen, and they would just go, okay teacher, sure, and they're like, let's play video games. 'Cause honestly speaking, like for me personally, I don't really like the thought of tests. Tests don't teach you anything. How well you do on a test doesn't mean anything. It just means you are good at memorizing and calling up information again. How much you can cram in something. I don't like written tests. That's why my tests are different. Yes, we do still have to complete written tests as part of the curriculum, right? Because they need, school district and all that, the Ministry of Education needs a mark on a piece of paper, sure, but like I tell my students, like, don't worry about that, because those exams only teach you how to those exams only teach you how to memorize and call up information you remembered. Once that test is done, you're gonna forget that. You're not gonna remember anything. So and that's the thing, like the whole, will this show up on the test? Will the test show this question too? And I'm like, I don't like that. The fact that you have to ask, is this gonna be on the test, means you're only gonna focus on that, right? If I say someone, if I say, hey, make sure you pay attention, this is gonna be on the test, the only thing that's gonna be that they're gonna remember is that specific point. And they're only gonna remember it until the test finishes. And when that test is done, it's poof, gone. So I don't like those. I don't like written tests. I don't do written tests. My final exams are usually like projects where let's say we're doing something like Shakespeare. Literally acting, make a video, make art, whatever. Like, it's more freeform. Like, write a continuation of the story, write your own alternate story in using these things. Like, instead of telling me what is this poetic device, the definition of this poetic device, instead of doing that on a test, be like, write something using this poetic device. So you then have to figure out, oh crap, what is this poetic device again? Right, it's this. How do I use it? Right, it's this. So it makes your brain work. I hope those Chinese parents know these things. see that's I get a lot of people asking me if I want to teach online, because I have been approached by like Chinese companies too. Chinese companies ask me if I want to work and tutor Chinese students, and I'm just like, I don't think my teaching style I don't think my teaching style would be, especially if their parents are in the room, they're gonna get mad because what they think is important is way different from what I think is important. Hey, Light, what's up? Thanks for showing up. How you doing? It's interesting more involved. Exactly. Like, I'm a big I'm a big fan of actually I have a story for that. The whole imagine going into a Zoom class and your teacher is a VTuber thing. I have a story. There's story time for that. But I'm a big fan of make the thing you're learning yours. Like, make it yours. Whatever you're learning, make it yours. As in, you have to have some kind of personal, personal investment, I guess, or your reason for learn, like you want to learn. Like, if you want to learn Japanese, why do you want to learn Japanese? Is it to pass the JLPT? Okay, in that case, start picking up textbooks and learning how to write kanji, all 2,500 plus of it. Like, yeah. If you want to learn Japanese because you want to, watch anime without subtitles, then I know what your focus is gonna be. You wanna bump up your listening skills, right? So, I'm gonna gear it towards that. I want to be able to hold a conversation in Japanese. Okay, so you need to work on your listening, speaking, and being able to think on the fly type thing. And then it's a lot of you make your learning yours. It's like you have your own stake on it, if that makes sense. It's like, it's not just me dumping information on you, it's me dumping the information you want and then you making use of that info. And it's not just to pass a test, it's for like, if your goal is to pass the test, by all means, that's totally fine. But like, hey, that's yours. But if I'm gonna teach you, I might as well teach you, something that'll stick longer than like after handing in that exam, right? Not really, as far as I'm concerned. I'll teach you guys. Yeah, it's the parents. It's the parents who want the English tutoring experience is not that it's not well received. My way of doing, because I have done it once, and like, yeah, it's not. The parents get in the way too much, personally. Like, they try to tell me like, what, you're not teaching them anything. I'm like, excuse me, am I not teaching them anything? Yeah, you're always playing these kind of games with them, and they're not learning anything. Okay, ask him what his name is and what he likes to do in English. I bet you he wasn't able to do that a week ago. Kind of thing. Because to most, I'm generalizing, of course, but for most traditional parents, it's all about, repetition, textbook, making sure to teach what the textbook says. The textbook equals truth. And if you're not teaching, if you're not teaching in the traditional lecturing way, then it's not good, or it's not proper teaching, or something like that. So, yeah, and that's why I'm not in Japan, because that's why I'm not teaching in Japan, because the principal's gonna get mad at me all the time. And even more so because they actually need to pass the test. Like, there's a big reason why, like, people that study there for the test itself, the big university exam tests and things like that. So it's not yes, it's nice to it's more of a how do I say it? It's for it's for what do you call it? My teaching style isn't just for, you know, the number on the paper kind of thing. It's more practical, more personalized, and you forgot, it depends on how they are interested. Exactly. So yeah, like to your point, that's why I say make it yours. Like, what is your reason for learning English? If your reason for learning English or Japanese is because your parents threw you into a language school, then we're gonna tailor it around your interests, your hobbies, your things like that. So if your hobby happened to be you know, if your hobby happened to be playing baseball, then it's gonna be a baseball themed English course or something like that. It's all about like finding, like making it personalized, making it theirs, which takes a long time for sure, because anyone can just get up in front of the class and read the textbook at 30 students, but making sure those kinds of the information that you teach them actually sticks, or they don't, you know, just they don't just give up and not listen to you because English sucks, I hate it, kind of thing. And yeah, so yeah, it depends on how they're interested in it. And if they're not interested in it, it's my job to make them interested in it in whatever way I can. Because if I'm teaching something they're not interested in, I'm just trying to push a wall. I'm not gonna get anywhere. And we spend all that time teaching, and if they're not interested in it, then it's a waste of my time, their time, and, you know, the parents' time. Because yes, I'm doing my job that I'm getting paid for, but I'm not doing my job in making sure things stick, right? If at the end of that 3-week tutoring thing, little Timmy still can't say what his hobby is in English, what then, right? I did my job. I taught him as per the textbook for 3 weeks, the way you wanted me to teach him, right? This is your definition of the right way of educating someone. So is it my fault that little Timmy can't say what his hobbies are in English after 3 weeks? Or what? Because the reason why little Timmy didn't pick up anything is because he wasn't interested in the textbook way of teaching. Now, if I'd centered it around his hobbies and, you know, focused it actually on his hobbies, right? Then maybe he would form a more personal connection from it, and then he'll be able to, you know, use that. Yes, it takes longer. It definitely takes longer time, and yeah, students have to learn things that they either won't use, don't think we'll use, or just not interested in. Yeah, that's pretty much the curriculum, honestly. Like, it's kind of like, you know, learning math. Where am I gonna use trigonometry at in real life, right? Unless you're going into a really specialized field, or any of those. I gave up when they started adding letters in math. So, like, because I didn't I like solving puzzles and things like that, but like, I didn't really have that much of a personal kind of connection with like learning math, enjoying to learn math. And honestly, my teacher in high school sucked. Like, he was really bad, and that's part of the reason why I became a teacher, is because, like, I don't want anyone else to go through that. And, you know, he was my math teacher for, like, I think I was how old was I? How old was I back then when he was my math teacher? I was 14 or 15. 14 years old, yeah. I was like 14 years old when he was my math teacher, like very, very young. Second year, ninth grade, I guess, if you're in the Western kind of like school system. I guess that would be second year middle school, no, third year middle school if you're in Asia or something like that. Yes. Oh, he was my math teacher in grade 9 when I was 14 years old, and he was one of the worst teachers I've ever met. Like, he sped through everything. He doesn't bother repeating things if you don't get it. If you're too slow, sorry, so sad. And I'm not making fun of him or anything like that, but he has a really, really thick accent that made it really hard to understand what he was saying the entire time. And he was just an all, like, he doesn't have any, I think he's a punch clock teacher, where he would show up for the day, clock in, lecture, and as soon as the bell rings, dismissal time, he clocks out and he's gone. Like, that's all. Like, he doesn't care. And I finished his course. I moved on to the next level of math, and ever since then, it, like, because my learning and things like that got stunted by him, I started struggling in math. I started hating it, blah 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 blah, and no bueno. And here I am. I'm scared of numbers now. Of math. Yeah. Educational systems still have it's a lot of teachers go in thinking that, like, too, personally. And we can't really, honestly, I'm at least here in Canada, I'm really happy with how primary and secondary schools have evolved to accommodate a whole bunch of different kinds of learners. They're really moving away from just sitting on your desks taking notes for an hour and a half, things like that. They move towards active learning. So that's kind of like, that's where I picked up my teaching style from. Like, I'm a very active teaching, active learning style. It actually makes things easier for me too, because if you're a lecturer, if you lecture, then you're doing all the work, they're doing nothing. 90% of the work comes from you, and 10% comes from them sitting there listening, taking notes, right? But the thing with active learning is the opposite, where all I need to do is give them the breadcrumbs they need and then tell them, go, figure it out. And then we go back together, and then, they had a chance to work with the thing they need to learn, draw their own conclusions, make that brain working, their own, lead them to their own conclusions, and then we compare. Like, how close are they from the actual thing I wanted them to teach? And then if they stray too far, then that's when I go in and explain. But if they're really close, then, like, damn, okay, they actually know what this is already, kind of thing. Yeah. A lot of extra work is needed on that on the teacher side, so I think it's definitely a lot of work. And ironically, it's a lot of work to prep for it, but once you get the groove, you can literally wing it. As long as you have your breadcrumbs ready, as long as you have your hints ready. Because lecture style is 90% you working, 10% me working, or them working. But if we flip that on our heads, if you flip that around for the active learning, you do 10% of the work, they do 90% of the work. Like, once you actually, get into the swing of things, all you need to do is guide them, like, give them tiny little pushes to make sure they're heading in the right direction, kind of thing. Which doesn't involve a lot of work on your end, unless, you screw up And if you're trying to teach them 1 + 1 = 2, you know, like something easy like that, like you're trying to teach them that 1 + 1 is indeed 2, but for some reason they're working with the material you gave them and they're ending up with a whole bunch of different numbers, and you're like, uh-oh, we need to with timeout. We need to figure this out. Where is everyone getting all of these results from, kind of thing. Oh, it's a lot of work to prep at the beginning, personally speaking. But once you get the hang of it, once you're familiar with the curriculum that you want to teach, and once you have everything set up, then you can, like, you get to work on your improv skills, your you can be very, you know, you can adapt to twists and turns, because that's pretty much how it goes. If you're letting them take charge in their own learning, you're gonna have to prepare for, you know, making sure you can push them into the right direction if they're heading down a path that, you know, will take them farther and farther away from the answer, kind of thing. I'm gonna go home and sleep and back. Yo, I've fallen asleep in parks so many times. It's so nice. Like, it's so good. Like, I totally get that. And yeah, so practical 90%. So that's exactly why. So the practical side means you show your learning. It's not about showing them your learning by answering this obscure question that probably showed up maybe 3 months ago during lessons that you probably forgot. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna show me how much you've learned. Like, it'll show me how much you can remember things, sure, but as far as that's concerned, you're not gonna show me how you're learning by answering questions on a piece of paper. The best way to show it is practical, or work with the material and make something your own, kind of thing. Also, yes, story time. Log on to Zoom and your teacher's a Vtuber. So when we started working from home, I was still teaching online. I was streaming the night before I had to show up on a Zoom class. And I forgot to turn off FaceRig. I logged into class and bam, Vtuber. I legit just ended up logging into my Zoom class with FaceRig on, and I'm just like, oh hey, that's not supposed to happen. Yeah, it was like, and that was when I first started too, and it's not like people knew what a VTuber was back in early 2020, like. And yeah, I was still on FaceRig because it's early 2020. VTS didn't exist yet. I don't think the other ones existed yet. FaceRig was the only option. Yeah, so I accidentally doxed myself as a VTuber in front of my students. But the good thing was, no one here in Canada knew, at the very least, what a VTuber was back then. Number one. Number two, I literally just started like 2-3 months before that, and I'm just like, uh-oh. And you're like, oh my god, what was that? That's so cool. And I'm like, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And of course, they kept asking, right? It was like, I'll show you after class. And then so we were just playing around with, like, you know, the stock FaceRig stuff. You know, the cat, the raptor on the 3D raptor and things like that. And things like that. So nothing much happened back then. At the very least, not so good. VC face. When did that come out? When did VC face come out? Yeah, the Uncanny Valley default. Yes, those the default ones. The Santa, all those sorts of fun stuff. But yeah, that was like really late 2019, early 2020. Maybe I did, but nobody knew what a VTuber was, and I wasn't really about to ask like, hey, do you guys know what VTubers are? Like, I don't know. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be like, hey guys, crash course on VTubing. Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I chose FaceRig is mainly because I already owned it. I owned FaceRig with Live 2D, with Live 2D on it. I think a while back. I think I bought it in like 2016 or something like that. Let's sim together. Hey, do you guys know what VTubers are? Yeah, let me kick you down this wonderful rabbit hole. Right. So good. Yeah, back then FaceRig cost hella money. So it was just like these young high school kids can't afford it anyways. Don't have to worry about them doxing me or anything like that. They have no idea what VTubers are. That's actually the reason why I debuted in Japan. Because friggin' I debuted myself, like I probably should have. I probably would be one of the first few Canadian VTubers if I debuted in Canada instead of Japan. But I'm just like, there's no market for this. Instead of being like, I'd be the first one in the market for this, or one of the firsts at least. But you know, missed opportunity. But oh well. I debuted in Japan. And even then, the Japan side is still booming. I remember when, like, I started when HoloLive only had Sora. It was the only idol. Like, she was the only one in there, and I'm just like, okay, cool. I think I missed. Always wanted to know the reason behind a problem, the logic behind it, not the actual way to solve the specific question. From Zach, exactly. And imagine asking a teacher that, like, so why? What's the reason behind this thing and the logic? Why is this the answer to this specific question? Imagine asking your teacher that. Like, imagine asking your teacher that, and then your teacher going, "That's not important. This is what you need to learn because that's what's on the test," or something like that. That'll just kind of like kill any motivation. Bother thinking where to debut. I mean, yeah, like, yeah, whatever works best for you, right? My debut was January 2020, and like, honestly, I'm kind of glad I debuted where I did when I did, because, like, well, maybe if I don't do maybe if I don't do like VTubing in Japan, I would have been much smaller right now. Maybe, I don't know, and I wouldn't have made all the friends I had. Like, I was happy to do things and debut in Japan the way in the timing I did, because I made so many friends, I made so many connections, and then now that I'm kind of like, you know, global, like I literally have like friends all around the world because of doing that. Like if I had done it later in the Japan side of things, I wouldn't have met like you know, I wouldn't have met my my Japanese VTuber friends the way I did, or at the very least the connection would have been way different. Then yeah, my mouth started moving, my hands stopped. When my mouth started moving a lot, my hands stopped, so I'm trying to catch up. And yeah, that's also the the wonderful thing about nowadays anyways. Like you don't even have to think about where you debut, because people know about VTubing everywhere now. Guaranteed, if I had made that mistake now, like the mistake of, you know, showing up to a Zoom class with my VTuber avatar, guaranteed a group of people would be like, yo, you're a VTuber? What the hell? Like, I'm glad that didn't happen. I am so glad. Like, VTubing wasn't big when I did that big oopsies. Students would not let me live it down. Hey, you're a VTuber, show me your channel. Like, what's your channel? I wanna sub. But that's the thing, you're not allowed to do all of that, right? As a teacher, you're not allowed to make any kind of connection outside of the classroom with the students, at least until after they've graduated. Even when they've left your class, you're not allowed to. So when back in the days of you know, when everyone had Facebook, and it's not just for boomers, literally they would be like, hey teacher, what's your Facebook, can I add you on Facebook? And they get curious. I say no. They get curious. They get stalky. They get stalkery. They find me. They try to add me. Ignore it. You know. So it got to a point where I had to actually change my Facebook name to like my first and middle name, and then like figure it out from there. Like I don't want to have, and yeah, I guess I had some private stuff too. I didn't show my face on the photo just in case, right? And I had to get like admin approval to be like, yeah, they're really being nosy. Can I just make like a fake Facebook account just for school use? Like I'll keep it completely public. Like I'll use my school email address. I'll set the password to my teacher ID so y'all can just take a look at it, so on and so forth. And it took a lot of like kind of back and forth before they let me do that, even that. So logical choice back then, yeah. If I dox myself in my online class, I can't help that anymore. Like that's my fault. Like I'm dumb. My one brain cell failed me at that important moment. Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, the balancing the nature of the audience. Like back then, sure, yes, me, I had a bunch of what do you call it? I had a lot more Japanese audience back then, but ever since I started going, global, they don't really like to comment whenever there is a whenever it's I deleted the entire thing. They don't really like to talk. If it's a case of they see English in there, they don't want to talk. It's just how things are, because they're shy. Like, oh my god, English. I don't know if I should, I don't know if I should bring my Japanese in there when everyone is talking in English. I don't want to break that. I don't want to break the mood for everyone, kind of thing. And that's why you got it takes a little bit of a lot, not a little bit. It takes a lot of encouragement to actually have them be comfortable still doing Japanese, even with English comments. That's partly on the streamer side, to make sure both are kind of accommodating, pretty much. Like, you see, like this thing scrolling down here, like it's saying, like, both English and Japanese are okay. Feel free to talk whenever you want. I don't mind. I'll respond to both. So yeah, they are definitely more reserved. And for Tsuki is a really good example for that. She has she has Spanish. Like, she has viewers who speak in Spanish too, and she responds to that. Like, you can do she has Japanese comments, English comments, Spanish comments, she responds to every single one of those. And like, yeah, it's a big part on the streamer's end to do that. Like, as you've noticed, I've been speaking entirely in English so far, so I'm kind of alienating any kind of Japanese listener that might be here who's just afraid to say anything. On the on the flip side, too, on the flip side, I'm doing this on purpose too. Like, not excluding them or anything. I'm doing this for, listening practice, so they can listen to me, like. And that's kind of like the way I ran things back then too, where they treat my streams as English listening, because they know I can speak Japanese and they're comfortable being in my stream. Yeah, of course they're just not gonna comment or anything like that, because they're a little bit more reserved, a little bit more shy. But my Japanese viewers, they say that they watch my stream to do listening practice, if they can understand my stream, or it's immersion. They're learning. Any exposure to the language is learning, regardless of what form it takes, kind of thing. So half is me not being able to accommodate that yet. The other half is, they're also kind of using this as an opportunity to learn, kind of thing. 100 more subs. You want to do an endurance stream? I am planning on doing an endurance stream. I want to get all of these done first and foremost, mainly because of I kind of want it done by the 13th or the 14th. After that, I'll start planning, and I don't know what kind of reception this is gonna get, the video I'm making. But Tomo, hey, good morning. Thank you for coming. How are you doing? Did you just, I think, what time is it over there now? I think it's like 5 or 6 or something like that. Oh, it's 9 a.m. Holy crap. Yeah, any stream you watch is listening practice. So, if you're learning Japanese, watch Japanese VTubers. Anime, movies, music, anything. 9 a.m. Yeah. Like, damn. that late. It's that late already. Then yeah, it's just it's exposure. All good. Today's today over there, anyways. It's Friday now, isn't it? Happy Friday, yo. There you go. Oh no, my phone is running out of batteries. It's that time already. Damn. Friday, yeah. You got work or class today, or are you off? Say it's listening practice to me. That's perfectly fine. Like if you're not getting, like, it doesn't have to be practice or anything like that. If you're just there to enjoy, then yeah, that's cool too. Home office, nice. Oh, ever since I started working from home, I've had so much time to do stuff. Like, I don't have to spend an hour and a half on transit anymore, like, trying to get to work. Yeah, I used to kind of balance it in Japanese and English. The thing is, the way the English speakers, yeah, there are. It's a big generalization again, but it's not. You know, if English speakers are more comfortable with just chatting, even if the streamer is Japanese, they're perfectly fine doing that. And not to say that they're not being considerate of the other chatters. No, it's not. It's nothing like that at all. But just on a cultural level, I guess it's not as big of a deal as some people think it is. Like, even for me, if you want to talk in a different language here, as long as it's a language I can understand, go for it. I'll respond. But and I think that's where most of, like, some of my friends are good at, because they stream in Japanese, English speakers talk, and then they respond either in Japanese or English as well, kind of thing. So there's a little bit of, like, being comfortable that way too. So it's definitely hard to manage, but once you get your groove, it's pretty, not easy, but I think I need to put in more of a habit of saying what I want to say in Japanese and English, like sentence by sentence. If I want to say I'm doing this today, I'm gonna say it in Japanese and in English, and then everything I say will just be bilingual, saying everything twice in two languages or something like that. I think that's the best way to do things for me coming up. A lot of times where I can't help but feel it would be really nice if there's a common language. Yeah, like English. Wink wink. If only there was a universal language that everyone can use. Yeah, no, for sure. Streaming would definitely be longer if it's that, like, but I have seen my friends do that too, and other streamers too. So, like Kason, for example, he does it both in English and Japanese, and it's really smooth. Oh, Kogero, hello. Nani shiteru no? Douga henshu. I am editing videos. I have a video I want to get out by the 13th or the 14th. I have 2 days. I'm cramming, essentially. How you doing? I'm bilingual in some cases, actually. No announcement. My Twitter is all bilingual. Or I shouldn't say all. Like, essentially both, whatever I want to say to, both sides of the pond, I say in both English or in Japanese. But sometimes when I just randomly tweet stuff out, it'll be one or in both, or one or the other, sorry. Because if I do kind of do a random tweet about something and then translate it later, it kind of loses authenticity, if I had to say. Like, it stopped being a spur of the moment kind of thing, and it turned into a scripted thing now, which kind of loses authenticity, loses kind of the feel of them. You kind of lose the moment doing that. Saying something at both languages from time to time is definitely a good idea. Exactly. Kason. I was watching. I peeked by Ollie's stream, and one time, and she was doing. She was actually translating in 3 languages at one point, and I'm like, damn, like, native language, Japanese for the Japanese audience, and English. So it's really good, and that's something I can probably do, focus on anyways. It will take a lot of time. It will take a lot of brain power. I used to do that, not so much these days, mainly because the viewership is kind of the comments. Viewership comments, they're leaning towards English. That's why I'm kind of getting caught up in that flow and just focusing in English. Maybe you can turn on Japanese or English subtitles. I could. I tried doing the English and Japanese subtitles too. But the problem is it doesn't pick up what I'm saying properly. I guess that's also good practice. If I have to enunciate my words properly so that the translator tool can pick me up, it's good for practicing, I guess, like as a streamer, and making sure I'm not mumbling, or the words I'm saying are actually, people are actually understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth, kind of thing. Yeah, making good content, being able to connect with the people. Yeah, so that's really an important asset in any language. It isn't like, even if you're just solely an English streamer, or solely a Japanese streamer, so on and so forth, like, being able to connect with whoever's watching you is a really good tool, or a really good skill to have. And yeah, even like right now, I'm just doing work, but yeah, here we are, just chatting. And if someone were to join in Japanese, I'll start talking Japanese too. Yeah, exactly. And I've seen both, like, the pros and cons of that. I've seen both the pros and cons of a Japanese VTuber suddenly getting exploding overseas and getting a lot more English viewership, and then she's stressing out or worrying about her viewers her Japanese viewers are feeling left out, or they don't feel as comfortable typing in Japanese because all of a sudden there's a lot of English, and they don't want to ruin the mood per se, kind of thing. And so it was always that kind of trend of, yay, I'm really happy I'm getting a lot of overseas viewership because you guys are awesome, yay, but I do feel bad about my Japanese audience. Like, I'm really worried about my Japanese viewership because I haven't seen like my amount of Japanese comments have gone down more and more, which is troubling because I don't speak English. So it's that, like, even though they barely speak English, they're really popular overseas, which she's very thankful for, very grateful for, but her Japanese viewership shrinks. And then, well, it's not that her Japanese viewership shrinks, it's more that they don't interact as much anymore in the presence of English, for whatever reason. It doesn't have to be kind of like positive. There's no positive or negative or right or wrong or anything, but for whatever reason, whether they don't know English, they don't want to ruin the mood, they hate English, or whatever reason, they just feel now is not the right time for me to type in Japanese, kind of thing. So instead of typing something, I'll just stay quiet and watch type thing. And then it goes down on the goes down in that spiral, and then she starts worrying. She started worrying, like, where are my Japanese viewers? Are you still there? Yeah. But I have a feeling that, you know, some people who are like this, because it happens to every Japanese streamer. It happens to a lot of Japanese streamers who maybe don't know a lot of English, and then suddenly explode overseas for maybe her voice is cute, or they like people's they like her personality because she's adorable to watch, and she's calm, she's chill, she's crazy, she's fun, or he's fun, he's crazy, so on and so forth. Like it happens all the time, and they either have to like make a choice. At that point, do I have a lot more overseas viewership? Do I keep going down that route and be global? And, you know, maybe I'll take a hit with my Japanese viewership, because I don't have that big of a Japanese viewership anyways, kind of thing. And then, yeah, some people do go global, and then, you know, they do both sides of the pond. So, and then people like Tsuki, Yuri, a lot of my friends, they do the difficult path of trying to balance and maintain both. However they're comfortable with. They do a really good job at it, and it's something I'm like, yeah, like, honestly, I should do that more. English speakers are all different culture and taste. Exactly. You never know who blows up for whatever reason, right? Like, maybe YouTube algorithm blesses you in a certain country, and so you show up in their feed all the time, and then people go, oh, hey, who is this wonderful person? And then that's where it begins. Like, I know someone who was like, what was it? Like, for some reason she has a big following in like Southeast Asia, like Philippines and countries like that. But she's like, at that point she's like, what do I do? My audience is bigger here. What should I do? Like, there's a lot of people who like me here, and the audience is bigger. My audience is bigger here. So would I get more, you know, like, analytics wise, would it be best for me to, you know, focus on this big bustling audience or do I do the other stuff, or like try to maintain both if possible, kind of thing. I'm not good at both English and Japanese, but I'm still enjoying it. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear. Yeah, it's also good for it's good for practice at the very least. Even if you're just listening in, that's also good. So thank you, Sally. Yeah, the conflicted phase. Typically, the conflicted phase is really hard. Like, there's a lot of it's nothing new. I'm not singling out anyone or referring to any one particular person when I'm talking about this. It's literally, this is something that a lot of VTubers go through, who suddenly get an audience where they didn't expect. Like, yeah, my poor friend who suddenly got famous in the Philippines for whatever reason, like viewership in the Philippines or Southeast Asia is like really high compared to the rest of the world. She's like, what do I do? I don't know why I'm popular there. What why? So now they're conflicted. So it's nothing new under the sun. It's not referring to any one specific person. If I suddenly have a big German viewership, I don't know what to do. Hell, like, I don't know. I would just probably say Guten Tag. Yes. Then try to learn. That's the thing too. That's the one good thing about these kind of things, where they don't know how to speak the language. They get a big boom in viewership in that specific like region and things like that. So in an effort to kind of accommodate the new audience, then they go like, they learn the language on stream to interact and include the new audience, kind of thing, and the old ones too, because hey, they're learning with me, kind of thing. I'm the big German viewership. Yeah, yes you are, man. You and BP are like my big German viewership. Hell yeah, let's go. Big motivate. Yeah, exactly. Motivational for, and as a teacher, that's what I mean about making the learning yours, right? What is your reason for learning this language? Well, I did get a sudden boost in viewership in this side of the world, and they speak that kind of language, and I wanna interact with them more. That motivation alone is like really big on like making sure things stick, right? So if all of a sudden I get a big boost in Europe, like viewership in Europe, where like for some reason so many German, so many Italian, so many French viewers, and then I'd be like, hello, no, you guys don't speak English? Oh shit. Okay, let me just learn German real quick. Let me just pick up Italian. French, I don't think you guys want to listen to my Québécois French, but Québécois Français, but I will brush up on French Français. And yeah, of course, I'll go towards accommodating them, right? And then yeah, it's pretty much that. And we've come full circle. So BRB learn. I would honestly. Actually, German is in my next. German is in my next in my list of languages to learn. I just don't have the time. Like German, Russian, Italian. Those three are in my list of languages to learn. I just don't have time. Maybe I'll do a Duolingo for that, and it'd be fun. That thing. May sound a bit selfish. Feels good encouraging when other non-English speaking people. Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's what I'm saying about inclusive, being inclusive. To find a German V. I already know a few German. I already know some European Union VTubers, some EU VTubers. EU VTubers. And so if I ever decide to learn German or Italian on stream, I'll hit them up for collabs. Hey, you want to learn Japanese? Great. Teach me German, please. Easy. It's like imagine if you're, I don't know, you're in somewhere in South America, Chile, no, not Chile, Brazil. Yeah, it's like Chinese. I would definitely learn Chinese for sure if I get a big actually know a lot of Chinese VTubers too. I should reach out to them and get them to teach me. I would definitely learn Chinese too. I've always wanted the professional to learn a language using only Duolingo. For me personally, up to a certain extent, what Duolingo does is actually pretty neat from a teaching perspective. Like, it gives you a lot of repetition. Like, it deals you a set of vocabs, right? Each round it deals you with vocabs that will show up for that round every time in different forms using different grammar points and things like that. And you get to work on it actually works out your reading, listening, speaking, and I guess writing. It doesn't work out writing, but you can practice. You can practice that anytime. Like I've pretty much become this weird VTuber who watches other VTubers do Duolingo because I'm interested in how their brain works and how they tackle problems. Like I'm watching I made friends with a VTuber recently, and what she's doing is she's been doing Duolingo streams, and I just watch her try to tackle the language. And like in just 2 days, in just the 2 streams that I've seen her, she started off rocky, kind of like unsure of herself, but as the rounds go on, she got used to the flow and got a little bit more comfortable actually tackling with the language, and it does it in a fun way that's kind of immediate rewards type thing, which is, I think, personally what makes it really good to learn. Can someone learn a language using only Duolingo? No. Personally, I don't think just that. Like, you're not going to be a language expert with just Duolingo. What Duolingo does is give you it gives you a vehicle to 10% now. What Duolingo does is it gives you that learning. It's pretty much active learning is what it is. Like, it's exactly what active learning is. It's the learner is doing all the work, right? Trying to play around with the language. It gives you, a general idea of how the language works compared to your own language or your native tongue. Hey Ninja, how are you? Thanks for coming by. How's it going? I don't recommend getting, like, I don't recommend get as many learning resources as you can. Number one, you're gonna overload yourself. Number two, who's to say who's to say learning resource A won't conflict with learning resource C? And because you don't know enough of how it actually is, you don't know who to follow. Do you follow A or C? Because they contradict each other. One of them has to be right? So I don't recommend getting as many learning resources. I would recommend, instead of doing that, hang on, let me just... There you go. Yay, I had to calibrate my face. I would recommend get as many consistent learning resources as you can. Like the same series, the same things like that. Dude, so sorry I'm late. No worries, yo. No worries. I'm just working on, I'm just doing free chat, talking about teaching while I am editing videos. The video I want to upload by the 13th. I have 2 days. Yes. So the thing with Duolingo, and the thing why I don't kind of like just using Duolingo is a good thing, is it gives you the weirdest sentences. Like the VTuber friend that I was watching earlier, like it kept spitting out sentences that gets her wondering, like what the heck? In what situation would you use this? In what situation would you say, what was it? Like, where the hell is that? Like the weird, like where, in what situation would you say I have 2 boyfriends? Well, I mean, there are specific situations where you would say that for sure, but wait, yeah, sentences like, I don't wash my clothes. This kind of thing. Like, or I have 2 boyfriends, or that is a big spider, or I don't know, something like that. But yeah, you go like, in what situation would you do that? Yeah, you can guess the meaning without properly understanding how they are connected, but at the same time, it's just weird, yo. Duolingo, yeah. I'm not using Duolingo too much since it's only it's not really only focused on formal sense. It's not that it's focused on like there are I say it's adequate. It's an adequate resource to start off with, and like I said, if anything gets you interested in keep going with your studying, then what, just do it. Like it's getting you interested in learning. You're actually learning through repetition and engaging, listening, speaking, and writing. Listening, speaking, reading. So like, why not, right? It's a good thing. I recommend it for sure as a teacher. I don't think you can learn a language just by doing that. Yeah, and that's also the thing. YouTubers with basic English knowledge, they guess the meaning of it. Yeah, it's kind of like that. So it's mostly text-based with someone reading it. So it's really good for engaging your reading skills. Then it is pretty much just like chat, and then you can, because you learn the vocabs as you go. You learn maybe like 3 to 6 at a time, sure. it's kind of slow in that regard, but yeah, it's very, I guess, practical. One of the reasons why I guess VTubers like Duolingo is because it's number one, it's entertaining. Number two, you get that instant gratification thing, and it's very active. You're not just listening to an audio tape or reading a textbook or something like that. And the fact that you can do it on stream just shows how much of an entertainment factor it is. As someone playing the game, quote unquote, playing Duolingo, and number two, people watching the player play Duolingo. Like, the fact that they were able to make learning that entertaining is like a big plus in my book, because they're learning in a fun way. It doesn't feel like you're learning at all, because you're used to the lecturing type thing of teacher stands in front of the blackboard talking at you for an hour, and it's boring, you're sleepy. Like, why am I not bored? This is supposed to be learning. Like, I'm not bored at all, kind of thing. And that's always a big plus for me. So yeah, I really highly recommend that. Even for Japanese too. If you want to learn if you want to have a starter Japanese, aside from well, before you jump into Duolingo Japanese, I would recommend learning how to read and write hiragana first and foremost, and katakana. Like, and for those, there are apps for that, because the more you jump in there, the more you're expected to actually read, right? Read the text on the screen. Yeah, you can do English. You can do audio stuff. So yeah, exactly. It's like hanging out with a friend doing stupid things while learning. Yeah, so, and that's the big draw I feel is with Duolingo as a streamer, as like the VTuber learning another language, because there's entertainment factor in the one doing it, and then there is also entertainment factor in watching someone do it. As a professional, that ticks off like maybe 8 out of the 10 boxes that I think is perfect. So it's far from perfect. Definitely far from perfect. But as a beginner resource, as a place to start, and eventually you're gonna move on from that, and you're gonna be equipped to, at the very least, you'll be, by the time you leave Duolingo, you'll be equipped to start chasing after your own the thing you want, kind of thing, without Duolingo, right? Even though I don't remember most of my high school Japanese, yeah, hiragana you don't forget, kind of. Kanji you definitely forget. You definitely forget that for sure. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing better than having fun while learning, because it makes things memorable. You make an attachment. You make it enjoyable. You get some kind of positive memories and things assigned to it. So it's all good. Kanji is like, that's my nightmare. I was talking about this with like other people in the Discord server. We were talking about how long JL, like if you're doing the Japanese language test, how long would it realistically take you to JLPT number 1? And I'm just like, no. Now they were like, Ritsu Sensei, how long would it take someone to learn from 0 to JLPT 1? And I'm like, how much time you got left to live? Like, you're probably like, the main thing I've learned from other Japanese people is not even Japanese people can pass JLPT 1. Like they get like it's like asking an English speaker to answer questions about grammar. Like, they will not have a clue at all. I keep telling them I'm worried about my kanji. Like, I don't know if I'm good enough with kanji. And then my Japanese friends all go like, don't worry, we don't know either. They're just like, don't worry about it. Like, the regular, I think they said, one of them was actually curious enough to look into the JLPT, and they were like, I can guarantee you, unless they're working in a specific specialized field, most Japanese people are at mid to high JLPT 3. Like JLPT 2 is kind of like way up there already, and yeah, sure, it covers like the everyday stuff, but yeah, they're at a high JLPT 3. They said, like, they were like, I can guarantee you, don't worry about it. And I'm like, okay. Then I forgot most of my kanji because I stopped worrying about it. It's their fault for telling me it doesn't matter anymore. Told me not to worry about it anymore, so I didn't, and now I forgot how to. I used to be at a high JLPT 3 until like, I guess right now I'm at like more of a 4 or something like that. Yes, like low 4s, if that. Like, I'd probably recognize it if you show me a kanji. I'd probably recognize it. I won't be able to write it, but if you pair it up with if you show me the kanji by itself, I would not have no idea. But if you show me the kanji and the associate, like with the hiragana with it, I'd probably be able to take a stab at how to say it. I wouldn't know how to write it. But if I look at it with the hiragana that's around it, I'd probably be able to be like, yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, I think that's what this means, right? You pronounce it this way, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. Kind of thing. So, would I be able to answer that on a test? Probably not. Like, if I were to take a JLPT test right now, I'd probably bomb it. Like, God, I need to study. But hey, I can talk. And that, for me, that's enough. Like, kind of. It's enough for me to get by with what I need. And like, yeah, it'd be nice to be able to read the kanji that Japanese viewers spit out on chat too. But that's where I got really good at quickly throwing the verb I don't know into Google Translate, and then seeing what it means, and then answering them in Japanese. Yeah, I probably wouldn't even waste time on 5 because like I tried the JLP 5 practice test. I did pretty well. I do number 3 for sure. Not number 3. I do number 4 for sure. I'd start off at 4. I wouldn't even, because those things cost money too, right? So, I'm probably not gonna try 5 first. I'm gonna jump straight into 4 because I'm confident enough to know that much. Like, for sure. I am a broke boy. I have no money. All my money goes to Genshin. All my money goes to Genshin and VTubing. I don't have enough money to spend on a JLPT test. I'm gonna take on the test that I know I'm gonna pass. Yeah, nah. No, not to wail on someone on Genshin. It's to wail on everyone on Genshin is my problem. You take a look at my character list. The only one I'm missing is Kokomi because I skipped her. I have everyone. Literally everyone except for Kokomi. I don't even have enough materials to level them up all to max, yo. I just like choose who I want and then run with it. Yeah, I've been trying to stop, but you know, Ayato's coming soon. I'm just happy they reran Kokomi this season, this update, so I don't have to spend a lot of money. I'm not really too keen on her playstyle. That's the only reason why I skipped her. I don't plays weird. And like speaking of the gacha hole, like I set up my server in Asia, right, for Genshin, because I was expecting to be playing with a lot of Japanese friends or Asian friends. Pretty much friends in the Asia server too. Like we play together. Sure, yeah, we can play. Turns out, way opposite of what happened. Instead of a lot of the Japanese number one, our time zones are hella different, so whenever they play I'm sleeping and vice versa, so we couldn't get too much playtime together. And number two, the people on the NA side of Genshin are asking me to play, like, hey, you play Genshin too? Oh my god, I'm playing right now. Are you in NA? No, I'm in Asia. Like, damn, make an NA account. I'm like, hell no, I'm broke. I'm broke in my Asia. I'm broke at, like, because of my Asia server. I'm not gonna start another account. And yeah, I can go free to play. Sure, I can free to play, but that I like throwing money at the screen. I want my waifus, okay? And not even my credit card will separate me from my credit card is not yeah, not everyone is blessed with by NR Jesus, so you know. I should save before this thing crashes. Yes, exactly. Shut up and take my money. Yeah, that's my play style. That's why I also didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh. Yu-Gi-Oh got pretty big, right? I guess. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh got pretty big. A lot of people are doing it. I don't want to play. I stopped. I told myself I wouldn't play simply because of the fact that the strongest card I will ever own in that game is my credit card. Like, like I would just keep on rolling for like throwing down my. I'll keep playing my credit card in attack mode, man. I don't care. Like, I will do whatever it takes to win. I will put my credit card in attack mode. Not in defense mode, because why would I play defensively with my credit card, am I right? Ritsu's mama didn't raise no they'd probably be pissed. They would probably be so pissed if they knew how much I've been spending on gacha games. God. But what they won't know won't hurt them. What I know hurts my financial stability. I'm joking. No, I keep it. Real talk though. Real talk though. I keep it moderately. I don't I only spend what I can afford for sure. Like I don't I don't go broke. Like I'm only saying I go broke as a joke. Like is my spending on gachas absurdly high? Yes. But am I going broke over it? No. Should I cut down on my gacha spending? Hell yes. For sure. It'll give me more money to spend on other things. Or savings. I still have I'm doing fine. Like just disclaimer, no. I'm only saying I go broke on Genshin as a joke, you know. I'm not irresponsible with my money. Oh man. But like within the confines of responsible spending, I'm definitely way up there. I'm definitely cutting back. Ayato's coming up though. Damn. Exactly. Over exaggerating for the memes. I'm not like my paycheck does not 100% go into MiHoYo's bank account. I don't have a direct deposit set up in their bank account. Let's put it that way. I'm still I wail within my budget. But that budget can be, like, should be lower. It honestly should be, though. I should stop. Maybe after Ayato comes out, I'll stop. What I said when Raiden came out too. Then Yai came out and like, oh god, fine. No, it's honestly within the reasonable spending. Don't worry. Like I'm reasonable. Like the budget I have for it. Yeah, I have everything. I have my day-to-day, week to my financials. I don't want to say disposable income. That's not right. But the money I can spare towards my hobbies. Let's put it that way. The money I've for my my budget and things like that. I have a dedicated fund for how much I put away for like spending on my hobbies and things like that, or things for fun. So like the keyboard stuff, I took it from that. The VTubing stuff, I take it from that kind of thing. But within the confines of that hobbies budget, right? Like, like the day-to-day, the daily life stuff is all taken care of already. But within the confines of that hobby budget, is my spending on gacha absurdly high? Yes. Would it be wise to cut down on that so I can use that hobby spending on something else? Yes, very much so. Oh yeah, for sure. If I do have an upper limit, and it's not and it's not whatever my credit card's maximum is. That's not my upper limit. My upper limit is within the confines of my hobby budget. I'm responsible. Kind of. Imagine my upper limit is like however much my credit card maxes out. That would be so bad. That would be such a bad such a bad, like, that's how you know someone's really bad with their money. Like, I'm not by all means good with my money, but I'm bad with my money in the right ways. in a safe way. Would it be wise to dump this much money on Genshin? No. But it's still within my budget. Seriously though, like, if not for Genshin, seriously, if not for the amount of money I'd spend on Genshin, I probably would have had like a 3D model by now. Like, that's the only thing stopping me from getting a 3D model right now. I already found people I'm interested in commissioning for that, but winning on the lottery, I wouldn't want to set that limit. Oh man. Oh really? How do credit cards work over there? They have some kind of like gacha slash anti. Some places consider gacha a type of gambling, which I can understand, yeah. But you know, each of their own. I don't think it's gambling. I mean, yes, you are trading in your money for a chance at winning something, sure, but like, yeah, you know, predatory things like that. Ones or whatever, to each their own. They have their own points. I'm not gonna debate on that. I have my own. I don't think it's, yeah, predatory, sure. Gambling, yes. It's I've been to a casino. I know what gambling is. So I just can't connect those two together. Like, there's something missing from it for it to actually be gambling, because you're not losing your money. You're getting something. You're buying. You're still getting something. They aren't really a credit. They're connected to your bank, like a debit card. Because yeah, there are, like, there's a debit card that's directly connected to your bank account, and then there's a credit card for over here. For me, anyways. So if I want to pay directly with my bank account, I use my debit card. But if I, you know, for other things, I use my credit card. But that's neat though. If your credit card is a debit card, then kind of like, yeah, you'd actually gonna be like hard pressed to not spend too much on gacha and things like that. Yeah, I'm someone who, like, honestly, my credit card company has been calling me every once in a while going, hey, you've been pre-approved to raise your credit card limit. And I'm like, hell no. I kneecap myself intentionally just to place a limit on that thing. I don't want to increase that. Yes, I can upgrade to a higher, you know, higher limit, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to, like, because if I max this out, I can still pay it off with like a paycheck kind of thing. I don't want to increase it and things like that. Like, I could still pay off a maxed out, yeah, that. Like, if I can still max out the credit card and pay it off with the next upcoming payday without, you know, that paycheck disappearing, then that's, yeah, I kneecap it on purpose just for that. So they've called me so many times. They called me last month. They're like, hey, you've been pre-approved. Do you want to do that? I'm like, hell no. I'm good. I don't wanna ruin my streak. I'm doing fine where I am right now. What time is it? Oh my god, it's 1 o'clock. Yeah, they get really persistent. So the timing of the lyrics right now looking pretty good. 5 p.m. Ooh, right. It's, yeah, your Friday's about to end, isn't it? Dang. Oh, you're at the weekend now. Nice. My Friday is just beginning. It's now currently 1 a.m. on the Friday, so my Friday is just starting. I still have work though. I have work at what time is it? I work 8 hours from now. Alright, that timing is good. Past, present, future, all together. Yeah, that's the good thing. And also the bad thing for me, because ever since I've been working at home, I kind of lose track of what day it is. So, and whenever I do stuff for VTubing, like scheduling collabs or making posts on Twitter, like the good morning posts and things like that, I run on Japanese time. So like, just out of habit of since I debuted there first, my good morning tweets for them go up when it's morning their time, kind of thing. So like, I've had so many days where I'm like, oh yay, it's Friday today. No wait, no, it's Thursday. It's Friday in Japan, or it's Friday out east, or things like that. Yeah, the side effect from working from home is forgetting what day it is. Like, at one point I literally thought it was like a Monday, but no, it was like a Thursday. How the hell did that happen? Like, I wake up one day, it's like, yay, Monday. Nope. Okay, so that's saved. I think I'm good where I am right now. I'm good with calling it a night. The lyrics are timed pretty okay. I just need to add some fading and some moving to make it look smooth. And then the background, figure out how the background moves in a way that just doesn't make it look so weird. Not too dynamic, because it's supposed to be a slowish ballad type song. So yeah, righty. Yeah, I'm gonna call it I'm gonna call it here since I do have to prep for bed. I'm going to bed in like an hour or something. It is getting pretty late. Oh yeah, we'll do this again for sure. Like, it's really fun. Yes, distracting but fun. Like, I got work done, and it didn't feel like a grind, right? It was great. And one of the things I've been wanting to do is actually be doing more free chat streams. So this is a nice way of doing things. Free chat while I'm working. Yeah, would I get more work done? Probably. Then again, probably not if I don't stream it, because I'd open up Premiere and then watch YouTube for 3 hours. Then where has my time gone? Yeah, progress to progress. Like, and it didn't feel like I was like climbing uphill. Fun and educational. Well, I'm glad. Yeah. I might do some more streams where I talk about just teaching, for people interested in teaching and things like that. But yeah, well, depending on how work goes tomorrow, I might actually do this again. Depending, because tomorrow is gonna be brutal, as are Fridays. Fridays are always brutal at work, so I'm probably not gonna stream. If I do, it's probably gonna be a game to like blow off some steam, Yeah. All right. Thanks very much for hanging out, y'all. Thank you. Sleep well. お疲れ様でした. Good night if you are on this side of the lake. Good night, sweet dreams. If it's just morning in your end, good morning. Happy Friday. Go do kick ass the rest of the day, and your weekend is coming up. And if your Friday's just about to end, hey, happy weekend, right? Relax. Have fun. Go crazy. Right. Good night, y'all. Thanks very much, and bye-bye.